Hi. I live in Los Angeles, and people keep asking me why I moved from New York. One reason, I had a stalker. Do you know what it's like having someone follow you around, watching everything you do, every move you make, peeping in your windows, knocking on your door, calling you, texting you 24/7? It was horrible. Thank God I got away from my mother. She stalked me so much, I deliberately moved here just so she'd have to sit in 3-hour traffic. I put a restraining order in between us. It's called the 405. I mean, nothing was ever good enough for her. And I said, Ma, I'm going out with a lawyer. Why not a doctor? I said, Ma, I'm taking Sudafed for my cold. Why not fentanyl? Ma, I love you. Say it like you mean it. I'm not that good of an actress. But she recently passed. And when they took her casket away, all I could think of, what am I going to do now? There goes my one and only mother and 75% of my jokes. She did leave me a note. She said, Cindy, I'll be watching you from above. Thanks. How do you know you're even going up? I'm convinced she's sliding in my DMs, commenting on my posts. Cindy, are you really wearing that? I'm calling your father. I, too, have a daughter. Our bonding age was when she was about 11. That's when I called her on the phone and I told her where I live. She was so cute when she was 3. She took my microphone and she goes, Mommy, I want to be just like you when I grow up. I want to stand on stage and tell jokes. The only difference is I want to be funny. Then when she was a teenager, the shows were tough years. You know, you got to watch them with the internet and the telephone. I came home one day and I caught her watching gangbang porn. I said, if I told you once, I told you twice, never to watch my honeymoon video without asking my permission first. She said, I don't get it, Mom. That's your honeymoon video. Where's Daddy? I said, sweetheart, any one of those men could be your daddy. She recently got married, and when she first introduced me to her husband, she said, Ma, you're going to love Daniel. He's clean, cut. I said, honey, I don't care that he's circumcised. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. She said, I don't feel that we have enough in common yet. I said, it takes years to find commonality with someone. She goes, you're right, Ma. I just realized you and I have something in common. We both hate our mothers. And once they're up and out of the house, they don't want you anymore. All they want is money. For her birthday this year, I offered her cash. She said, could you just Venmo it to me? I said, I can't. I have tendonitis in my right hand. She goes, use your left. So I went over and I gave her an envelope. She opened it. She goes, oh, ones again? I thought you quit that job. I said, seriously? I wish I still had that job. As a matter of fact, go thank your father. You know how hard he had to work to get that for you? He texted me tonight. He said, have a good show. I texted back. I go, you too, and don't forget to wear knee pads. I read an article on Instagram that said that a man knows within 6 months of dating a woman whether he's going to marry her or not. True story. I once dated a guy, and he knew within 2 weeks of dating me that he wanted to marry someone else. And my ex-husband, he knew on the first date, our first date, that he wanted to marry me. He also knew he needed a green card. And to be fair, my family did help him to gain U.S. citizenship. But after he married me, he lost all freedom of speech. He claims he was a catch because he put the toilet seat down. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, he used to get up in the middle of the night, pee on top of the bowl and all over the floor. And one night, I got up and I slipped inside to the pee on the floor. I fell right down. I should have sued him for a slip and slide. I mean, what do you got to be, LeBron James, to get it inside the bowl? I mean, I'm not asking for a slam dunk over here. I mean, if you got to get to that point, sit the fuck down. It's my fault. I should have known for my honeymoon night that this man did not know how to aim. But what kept us together is we used to role play. He would pretend to be a man, and I would pretend to be interested. And one night he wanted to role play to the Wizard of Oz. I said, okay, I'll be Glinda the Good Witch. And he was the Cowardly Lion. So I took off all my clothes, He took one look at me and said he needed more courage. I said, fine, you be the flying monkey and I'll throw you out the window. So then he said, I'll be the scarecrow. I said, okay, go ask the wizard for a brain transplant and I'll be sexy little Dorothy and click my heels together and remind you, there's no sex at home. There's no sex at home. There's no sex at home. You know, everyone's looking for a side hustle. I tried one. I started dating a 96-year-old man who was willing to sign over his assets on his deathbed to me. I figured he wouldn't want sex. You know, he's old. Wrong. Every night before bed, he'd ask me to give him a blue pill. I gave him a Xanax so he'd knock the fuck out. Then he wanted to have phone sex. I'm like, okay, baby, I'm pouring Metamucil all over my nipples. He goes, I'm taking a bite of a prune Danish. I said, what are we playing, 50 Shades of Fiber over here? Then I got a job working for the suicide hotline and the sex hotline. But I got the two jobs mixed up. Let's just say I got the wrong person to finish. Now I have passive income. My boyfriend, he hates it when I call him my roommate. I hate it when he calls me his girlfriend. He's addicted to video gaming, like obsessed. He's a closet gamer. I know that because I walked in and I caught him jerking the controller. I mean, full body contact, like obsessed, you know? I'm thinking, should I be jealous or should I call Geek Squad? He claims we used to have sex more often. I go, yeah, back when you used to flirt with me, not Throat Queen 69 and the entire algorithm. I said, press my button, slam me on the bed when you lose a game of Rage quick, and then come back all apologetic. You know, I'm like, I get side chick energy in my own home and I pay half the bills. It's okay, you know what? He's obsessed with video gaming. I'm obsessed with him, only on the first of the month. But I do love him. Or I like him a little. He's okay, you know? Well, he gave me COVID last month. Better than STD. Well, here's the thing. He has this nasty habit of breathing on me. Well, breathing. All right, breathing on me when he sleeps. He's a mouth breather. So we came up with a compromise. He agreed to wear a mask over his face when he sleeps. It's only fair. I wear a bag over my head during sex. You know, I gotta say, Trader Joe's is one of the few stores that's keeping the prices reasonable. You know, I don't have a dog, but I can still get an emotional support salad there, you know? Do you know they don't have any more Chinese chicken salad? Yeah, somebody said it's racist. I mean, it's food. Come on. I mean, I'm Jewish. I don't care what you call kosher food. What's next? What are they going to call the Hebrew national hot dog? Uncle Morty's circumcised cock? Thank you very much, you guys. You've been a great audience.
Very much. I'm a singer-songwriter, so I write a lot of love songs, you know. So I wrote this song for my ex. Many of you may know this person. It's the devil. Tell me if you relate. Say love is blind, glaringly true. What they don't tell you, it's a folly for fools. What the hell did I ever see in you? You spent my money, you crashed my car, you drank my liquor from an old fruit jar. What the hell did I ever see in you? Maybe it was something that I ate. Painful lesson from above. She would have said, oh, hell no, to that second date. Oh, the water doesn't mix, neither do hate and love. Now I need your help. Here we go. Ready? Look like deer in the headlights. Okay, on the count of three, your turn. I'm burning 12 hours of community service. Keep going. Maybe it was something that I smoked. Grand eloquent illusion in my mind. A nasty, brutish, wicked, cosmic joke. You made eye contact, honey. Oh, I wanted to admit, neither do you hate it loud. So if the happily ever after's what you're looking for, don't you ride until the sunset while a deadbolt in the door. What the hell? Puzzling, I slipped and fell over your hoodwinking. What the hell did I ever see in you? Thank you very much. I didn't know if you're clapping because it's over or because you liked it. So this next song, it's about a friend of mine. Tell me if you got this kind of a friend. It's a person that calls you about every 8 months, sets up a plan, and then something happens. People come and go, they seldom seem to stay. It really meant so much to me when you called the other day. I'm glad we finally made some plans, it's been so very long. But something just came up, I'm afraid I'll explain it in this song. I got a better offer, so I'm canceling on you. A niftier adventure, what was I supposed to do? Someone way more fun for me just came my way, so I have to meet up on another day. I got a better offer, so I'm canceling on you. Don't take it personal, even though it's rude. Well, I'm sure I might get bored again, and you look really great. I'll wait for you to reschedule a date. A little more audience participation. Your turn. Okay, global warming. Can I help it if I'm a cat? What do you mean? You feel like you've been had? Well, the doctor says I have chronic ADD. When I see a shiny object, off to flames are where I'll be. I got a better offer, so I'm canceling on you. Like a scurrying roach in the light of day, disappearing's what I do. But at least I telephoned you, so I'm not a total flake. Just a heartless sociopath with squirrely, fickle, flighty, hurly-burly, grieve, ghost, slimy, squirmy, wormy snake. Thank you kindly. I'm Robbie Ravenwood. Lovely audience. Thank you so much.
I just came back from Japan, and I'm so happy. I went to visit my family. My brother lives there. I'm from there. Went to school there. Speak the language. And it's because my mom's Japanese. And my dad is, well, you can figure out. Let's say mama had a type. Or a fetish. I don't know what you call it. It's odd. Living there 10 years, and I never saw anyone that looked like me. I saw no black people. But before my mom got married, she had 4 black boyfriends. She found everybody. This woman was determined. It was interesting going back there. I never went back there, and I never went back fat. That was the biggest change. I was like, okay, I've been to Japan, lived there, grew up. That was my home. But, like, now I'm going back fat. Is this a different environment for me? And it was. I was like, wow, I barely fit everywhere. This is unique. I was even on the train, and I was like, okay, if I stand here, I'm taking up 2 spots. And if I sit down, I'm also taking up 2 spots. So either way, I'm taking up space, so... I was like, it was nice. It was culture shock weight-wise. It's interesting because I own a scale, but I don't use it to lose weight. I just like to look at the numbers. I just step on it for kicks. Like, it goes down, it goes up, it stays the same. And I'm like, okay, I know what that means, but oh well. I don't log nothing. I do have a gym membership. I've been going to the gym for 11 years. And I still look like this because when you eat cupcakes every day, it cancels out. It's like, okay, no gain, no loss. I'm like, okay, cool. Still win-win for me. It's also because I'm a yogi. I've been doing yoga for 10 years. So I got very stretchy fat. Like bubble gum. And you're looking at me like, why do you do yoga? It's like, I'll tell you why. It's a secret. It's because there's no running in yoga. So I like it lots. You know, I think I'm ready to have a kid. I'm at that age where I'm ready to have a kid. Actually, I'm ready to take a kid. That's what I'm going to do. There's a lot of kids out there. Why make some? Just take what's out there. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea because when I was living in Japan, I used to watch American cartoons. And all the kids were not, they had no parents. They just hang out with random adults. So I don't know if you guys ever seen, like, Tailspin. So I was like early 90s, showing my age, whatever. And it was about this little bear that hung out with a big bear. And they would just travel around on an airplane. And that little bear had no parents. Just hung out with a big bear and a tiger or something. It's like, okay, I didn't know you could do that. You just take a kid, hang out, okay. Then, I don't know if anyone's seen Johnny Quest, which is one of my favorite cartoons. I grew up watching that for years. I've seen the episode where they took Haji. I don't know if you know that. They took him. They went to India, Dr. Quest, Race, and little Johnny, and he was just playing on the street with this kid in a silly hat. And he's like, hey, Dad, he's cool. Can I take him? And Race was like, well, I don't think we should take him, Dr. Quest. I was like, well, Johnny wants him. Let's take him. And they did. So I was like, okay. All 15 seasons. They didn't go to school. It's illegal. So I was like, okay, I can do that. Then we all we seen Batman and Robin. I'm like, I know, Robin's parents died. But Batman took Robin home the next day. Fill out no paperwork. That is super illegal. So I'm like, okay, everyone had a really good vehicle that flew. So I just need a pilot's license. I could take a kid. That's my understanding. Also, I know I'm getting kind of old because I'm at the point of my age. I know a lot more people with STDs than GEDs. I'm like, I need to wise up some. Definitely need to wise up. See these girls right here? These are titties, okay? I got plenty. It's interesting because, in my genealogy, Asian mom, extremely black dad. That's why, on the black side of my family, I'm technically light skinned. That's how dark my dad is. Whatever. But I'm like, what? I don't feel like all of me is Asian because when people at first glance at me, the cops, they're like, you are not. Your license, because my license has my actual legal name, Kakako. When I came to the States, my dad said, your name is Ariel, because it's Jewish, you're going to need that. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And that's why they call me that. But I'm like, well, maybe parts of me is Asian and parts of me is black. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm assuming the titties are black. I want to say the hair, maybe like 50-50. I'm going to say the butt's Asian because it's kind of flat. I'm also going to say the front's Asian because it's kind of tight. And I'm not here to brag and toot my horn, but I'm going to say my mouth is black. But it is what it is. Yesterday I went to the mall because I need a bra, like real bad. These things are just wearing them out. I don't know if I have nipples made of sandpaper, but damn, like, anyways. But I decided to go to like Victoria's Secret, and it's a good bra place. Funny thing is, the secret is they don't have my size. Because apparently they just make bras for breasts. And I got tits. So that ain't going to work none. At all. It's all just learning 2 different languages and growing up for school over here. And the odd thing is in Japan they have arcades. So if kids want to just go hang out, you just go to the arcades. And the craziest thing about arcades there is it's for children and adults. Usually in the front, you can win all the cool, cute prizes. And the further you go back, the prizes get bigger and bigger. The stuffed animals get huger and huger. Then you go all the way in the back with all the adults. And you can win the giant prize. A woman. You could you could win a robotic woman. It's crazy because you go in the back, you're like, man, that's some sad ass fat Asian man here trying to win some robussy. I'm like, that is just nasty. But we are of a decent culture, so I should not point that out. I want to say thank you. You're welcome.
What's up, y'all? Where the white women at? They're all right here, shit. Hell yeah. Man. I didn't know what kind of crowd it was going to be. I was like, all right. By round of applause, is there any other retired members of the Mexican Mafia? Shit, man. Yeah, I was in the joint for a while, and then I was up for parole. And I was like, well, I guess I got to kill again, you know? and I remember one of the heads was like, you know what, hey, go ahead and parole, man. You're a little too silly. You're a little too goofy for the Emmy. And I was like, what? You know? And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, like, after a while, even rape and murder and all that stuff gets a little old. And you got to mix it up a little bit, you know? And, you know, like sometimes if I had to take out like an enemy, let's just say like some of you guys like from the Aryan Nation or something, you know what I mean? Maybe I'd shank them, you know? And then I'd put them in like a, you know, I wouldn't leave them there all disrespectfully. I'd put them in like a downward dog, you know? A sun salutation, you know? I was trying to mix it up, you know? I'd be getting bored. Sometimes I have to fucking stab a guy. And I'm like, man, what can I do to make this fun? And I'm like, I get the blood, you know? And then I'd put my handprint on the wall. And then I'd put an extra finger, you know? Warden would be like, oh, this should be an open and shut case. We're looking for a 6-fingered man, you know? And I'm like, yup. You know? Damn, man. And yeah, I was, you know, I was just pleading my case, you know? And I was like, but what about all the good things I've done for the Emmy, man? Like mental health Mondays for the Mexican Mafia, man. Let me tell you, I was a progressive guy in it, you know what I mean? Because, like, sometimes, you know, like beating guys up or stabbing somebody or, like, rape, gross, you know what I mean? It's emotionally hard, you know? And I need a day off just for me. Yeah? I'm not gay. I can't keep a boner with poop on it. That's gross. Yeah, shit. I implemented a gluten-free cafeteria for those heavy rape weeks, you know? They just overlooked that shit. Damn, man. And he was like, nah, you know what? Hey, man, go ahead and parole, dude, man. You know what I mean? Like, you should give this comedy thing a try, you know? And you know what? Nobody wants to be hearing fucking knock-knock jokes while they're getting their shit pushed in. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And look at me now. I'm here with you guys, huh? Hell yeah. Killing here is much better than killing in prison. Man, hey, you guys want to hear some crazy shit? You want to hear the knock-knock joke I used to say in prison when I was raping a motherfucker? All right, hey, humor me, all right? Knock-knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange, you glad I'm not black? Ah. Imagine getting raped with the big old black dong shit. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I've been doing comedy for a couple of years now. It's like a 2-year anniversary, actually. And I do a lot of mics and sets, and you know, you're kind of hanging out. And I remember this lady. She was like, "Hey, are you a singer?" And I was like, "No, I'm a comedian." She's like, "Oh, you look like Freddie Mercury." And I was like, "Thanks. I look like a gay guy with AIDS." You know what I mean? That's a real panty dropper, right, ladies? Oh, you see Freddie Mercury and you're like, "Oh yeah, no." You know, I remember like I was like, you know what, lady, joke's on you. I actually do a pretty good Freddie Mercury impression, man. You guys want to hear it? Yeah. Hell yeah, man. You know that song, "We Will Rock You"? It's like, yeah. Can you guys clap along with that and I'll get into it? Yeah, you know, come on. All right, here I go. Let me get into this. Hello, Governor. Would you like me AIDS? Huh? Isn't that pretty good? Oh, you thought I was going to sing like him? No, I could butt fuck like him. I did that joke in New York, right? And I wanted to kind of East Coast it up, you know? And I did it, and people were looking at me in disgust. I've never done that. That's gross, you know? But, and I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to make it a little East Coast for you guys, man. I'm going to be the other side of that joke if Freddie Mercury was hooking up with Joey Soprano, right? And so, like, here it goes, all right? Imagine Freddie Mercury, right? He's hooking up with them, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Freddie! Go easy on me," you know, and Freddie's like, right? And then the soprano guy's like, yo, Freddie, right? And then Freddie finishes, you know, and then fucking he goes up and he's like, "Hey, Freddie, I'm bleeding. You gave me AIDS." Oh, man, dude. And they didn't like it, motherfuckers. They're like, "That guy's from Jersey. He's not from New York." Damn, man. Oh, hey, you know what? Apart from rape jokes, I do a lot of retard-centric material. And I was born in 77. We call it retarded, you know? If you're fucking sensitive, I'll do special needs. You know, and I got a bunch of them in my family. So it's like knowing a black guy, you can say the N-word. I have a bunch of retarded people in my family, so I can say the retarded word, right? You know? And you know what? This isn't a popular opinion, ladies and gentlemen, but men are better than women. And let me explain. Yeah, let me explain shit. All right. You know what? I've hooked up with a special needs girl, okay? And I don't know if you watch the TikToks and the Instagrams and shit, but they're fucking bodied up now, man. And they're dancing. Have you seen them dancing shit? And they're fucking like bodied up, right? And you know what? you ladies, like, you're pretty sick because, look, you guys are laughing, but let me tell you, I was jacking off to one on Instagram for like 3 months. All right? Yeah. She was fucking bad. And that's where you should hang your head in shame, man. Fucking. It turned out it was a regular broad using an Instagram filter to spread her eyes apart. She wasn't even really retarded. I was coming to a fake. You know? And I've done it. Man. And I tell you, man, you broads, man, you better not try to steal their shine and shit, man. If I find out you're going to like Mexicali or TJ or you guys probably got money going to Beverly Hills and getting your fucking eyes professionally spread apart because they're winning, I swear to God, I'll sue the tits off of you. I'll sue the tits off of you. If I get you knocked up and my baby ain't half retarded, man, I swear to God, dude. You'll have the most powerful lawyers going after you. You know? Because a guy would do it. A girl, man, I could bring one right now. Over 6 foot. Rich. Hung like a horse. He can have like a real unicorn that flies you to Starbucks. He can be an heir to the Hello Kitty throne. And you guys, your group of friends would never be at the club and be like, ooh, look at that one. I'm gonna fuck the goofy out of that one, shit. Never, but us guys, shit. That one be kind of bodied up. We're there. We're there. Oh, you guys have looked at it. Yeah, girls, look at your man's fucking search history on Instagram. There's a good 51% chance there's a retarded girl bodied up on there. And it might be a regular girl like you guys with the fucking filter, you sick fucks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. My name is David Diaz. Thanks for having me. You guys have a great night.
I appreciate that short and sweet intro. That was awesome. Last time I did a show, they brought me up saying, our next comic's name is Leah Wyman. That rhymes with hymen, and she's broke. I'm like, what the fuck, are we 12? So I said, well, you know what? I might have lost my virginity like 20, 30 something years ago, but I still have the box that came in. Haven't seen it in a while, but I could find it if I needed to. I'm not sure anyone's looking. Oh, well. So, some stuff about me. I did that genetic test, you know, that whole 23andMe. You find all those relatives you never knew you didn't care about. Yeah, right. Oh, you found some, huh? Now you have more Christmas presents you have to buy. No one tells you that part, right? Yeah, Thanksgiving just got rough. But here's what they don't tell you, okay? It's a huge cup, and you have to fill it all the way with spit. So I'm like spitting, and I'm getting parched, I'm getting drained. I mean, it's like, where's that Hatua girl when you need her, right? Because it's like, you got to fill this damn thing with spit. It gets exhausting. So I finally just put in some of my cat saliva. Yeah. I didn't want the dog to feel left out, so I put in some of the dog saliva, too. I wanted to see what would happen. Why not, you know, have some fun. But I got the results back. They said, you're a real bitch. Oh, it's like they know me so well, right? So I'm Jewish. Just putting that out. Oh, thank you for cheering. I wasn't sure. That was my way of testing. Like, I know we're in Orange County. It's a little, you know, hard to say. You just never know how that's going to happen. You know, the door's blocked. I don't know. But there was another one earlier on the show, and there's more coming. So did anybody warn you this was Jew night? I mean, is this consenting? Did you guys know? Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it is. I was surprised, actually. I was surprised. They usually only let in one at a time. Yeah. Well, no, it's because they don't want us, like, putting our money together and buying the place. Because we're taking over everything. No, that's funny, though, because, you know, we might. Who knows? I found out, why not? You know, we're always looking for good investment. I found out recently there's a plant called a wandering Jew. I didn't know. You guys heard of this? A wandering Jew. It's a plant. Yeah, some of you knew. You're a better Jew than I am. I didn't know. But I just wanted, that's interesting. It's a plant called the wandering Jew. Like, what happens if you smoke it? Do you feel guilty? So I went to Israel a couple of years ago. I don't know if anyone here has been to Israel. I mean, don't go now. I don't recommend that. You could go now. I don't know. It could be a real blast. Oh, I know, groaner. That was a groaner. Yeah, too soon. I got to be careful what I say, you guys. I don't want to bomb up here. Oh, that was horrible, right? If I really pissed you off, I might have to tunnel my way out. Oh, okay, that was the last one. No, I went. I had fun. I mean, you guys can go. You're allowed. You know that, right? You don't have to be one of us. They don't check or anything if you're circumcised or whatever. But that would be funny. I wish they would. But what I found there was really interesting. Was not expecting it. I found a Jewish sex store. They have them there just like we have them here. I did not know that. Really didn't. But what was fascinating is because since it was Israel, of course it was thousands of years old because everything there is, right? So like all the vibrators had a hand crank you had to use. Little foot pump you had to get going. That must have been a lot of work to masturbate back then. No, I managed. So that was good. I rallied. I mean, my parents got kind of impatient because we were traveling together, but it's fine. Yeah, oh, I know, right? It's rough. So we're a close family. No, but picture for a minute in your mind what a Jewish sex store would really be like. I know you want to picture that. I mean, think about it, though. They probably always have a sale. Or at least a coupon, right? You know, and I'm guessing all the dildos would be circumcised, so that's good. But probably all the blow-up dolls would be hairy. Not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, and I wonder, like, would all the edible underwear have to be kosher? Like, you go inside, there's a little old lady, like, trying to bargain for the vibrators. Like, you know, why does the smaller one cost more? It shouldn't cost more. That's not right. I don't want to buy the bigger one. The bigger one reminds me of my husband, Harold. I don't want that. But the smaller one shouldn't cost more. That's not right. That's not right at all. Yeah, that's hot. Probably the blow-up dolls, like, don't even get you off. They just, like, have a voice recording that reminds you to take a jacket and call your mother. But they had Jew porn there. You guys have all seen Jew porn, I'm sure. No, you're going to Google it tonight, because now I put the thought in your head. And so when you go home tonight and you're looking for your porn, which you always do, you're going to be like, you know what? She mentioned Jew porn. I wonder. You're going to type it in. I know. Now I put that curiosity factor. And when you do that tonight, by the way, if you see a woman that looks a lot like me, I want you to know we all look alike. I make a lot of money doing this shit. I do not need that side hustle. Just no. But I recommend it. I do. Jew porn's hot. It really is. Like, they have the orgy scene and everybody strips down totally naked and comes onto, like, this big, huge rug with soft lighting and, you know, get into position and does each other's taxes. Go, baby. Find me a loophole. Oh, find me a loophole. Oh, Sheldon. Hot stuff. Yeah, good stuff. And they have Jewish S&M, too. Haven't heard of that yet, have you? But you're going to find it tonight. You are. Like, oh, baby, hurt me, beat me, take away my credit cards. Oh, Stanley. Good stuff. Did you know Jewish men actually watch porn backwards? Yeah, I bet you didn't, huh? Jewish men they watch porn backwards. They get off watching the hooker give back the money. Yeah. That works. Hey, I don't judge. Whatever works. So since we are in Orange County, I think it's probably safe for me to talk about politics. That's never controversial, right? And you guys are known for being open-minded and accepting. I grew up here. I remember growing up very clearly. I was the only Jew in my class. I learned I was going to hell when I died many times. But can you imagine actually if all Jews did go to hell? Imagine how nice hell would be by now. We'd have air conditioning, teach the devil how to do a Ponzi scheme. You'd be like, damn, I could learn something from you people. I didn't even think of that. And I am Satan. But anyway, I think politicians work for us. Why not just shit on all of them? Like, we, make fun of all of them equally. Let's just do that. Why not? I feel sorry for some of them. I kind of feel sorry for Hillary. Remember her? Her name's been back in the news, the whole Epstein file thing a little bit lately. Here's why I feel sorry for her. I think that since she, lost the second time and all that, I think she will never again win another fight in her marriage. Never. That day's over. Like, if she starts giving Bill crap about his dirty socks being on the floor or cheating on her again or something, all he has to say is, well, at least I know how to win an election, bitch. Right? No coming back from that. Feel bad. Nothing she can do. 2 out of 2. He won 2 for 2. That's just kind of fair. Yeah. And I feel sorry for Trump. I do. I'll say that. I think sometimes he just forgets he's president. He just forgets. Like Melania wakes him up in the middle of the night. Hey, baby, I would love to bang the leader of the free world. And he'd be like, ooh, that's great. Is he here? Yeah, Vladimir Putin, I'll go get him. Oh, it's just the truth. I know, I'll get shot for that someday, don't worry. It's fine, it's fine. But you know what? I also feel sorry for him because he's the only president in history to like be impeached twice and not even get a blowjob out of it. That's not fair. It's not fair. I would actually do it myself if he would like go back to show business. I would. I think some of you should too. You know, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Just show your patriotism. Come on. Do you love your country or don't you? I mean, you know, just do like, you know, close your eyes, take the money and think of England. I think that's what they tell the prostitutes, or they used to, I think, right? I'd be a little afraid though of what he'd put out on social media the next day because he is kind of into that. He'd be like, well, not all women find my ideas hard to swallow. Yeah, I know, one of those things, yeah. Hashtag, some women really suck. No, that would get sticky. Oh, I know. Hey, remember Ted Cruz? Some of you have heard of him. He's one of the conservative, I guess, you know, semi-conservative congressmen that we've heard about a little bit in the news. He used to be the Attorney General of Texas. And true story, you may not know, fun fact, when he was Attorney General, he tried to outlaw sex toys because he thought masturbation was a sin. Yeah, it's true. And then one day, I feel bad for him because his college roommate heard about that. And he put out something in social media saying, I shared a room with him in college. He didn't always think it was wrong. Poor guy. Thank you, those of you who laughed at some of those jokes. I know it was rough. I know I should have done, you know, maybe shit on Hillary a little more. I know maybe I get it, but I appreciate it. Because I've done those jokes in some other places that are kind of leaning conservative, and they kind of give me this look like, I thought she was kind of cute at first. I don't think so at all anymore. I'd never fuck her. She sounds like one of those crazy feminists, probably has teeth up there, bite it right off. Heard about that once on Fox News. There was a movie about that once. Anyone seen it called Teeth? Excellent movie. Yes, you've seen it. It's a good date movie, actually. I recommend it. It's about a woman who had teeth in her vagina. Yeah, and if she sensed some guy had bad intentions for her, yeah. Wow. That's really taking a bite out of crime. I wish I had that walking down the street late at night. You'd have no fear. You'd be like, yeah, anybody want this? Yes, let's weaponize the vagina. I think it'd be awesome. I want one that shoots grenades. That'd be great. Can you imagine? They go to war, and the other side's like, oh, where are those bombs coming from? And why do they smell so good? Allah would not like that. All right, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.